Hey guys, Editing Brisky here. This is the pilot episode for the VTuber interview show we're going to be starting here. It's a little bit on the rough side. This is my first time editing any footage at all. And a major shout out to bittlestoon for being my guinea pig here. The full unedited interview will be in a playlist on the channel, unlisted. So if you want to see the full thing with all the ums, ahs, and long pauses, go check that out. And without further ado, here's the show. All right, thank you for joining me here today. It took some doing to get this whole thing scheduled, and I appreciate you taking time out of your lovely. Was it Wednesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Oh no.
Oh, it's that kind of day already.
Oh, coach, it's been this heat wave has melted my brain.
What a week, am I right? It's
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday.
We're not even on hump day.
We'll probably get there. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll make it.
Exactly.
But I got a very simple one to start with for you. Where is your
Well, who
accent
am
from?
I?
Oh, but oh my god! Oh my! You're
Who
so
are you? Who am I? Welcome to episode 1.
You know what? You make such a good point. Yes, hi. So, who are you? Tell
Mhm.
me about yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bittles, the rubber hose mobster VTuber. And if you couldn't tell, this is being recorded. No takes. Put this in the blooper reel.
Yep.
Uh, I do chatting, art, streaming, all the usual VTuber stuff. Uh, I'm doing, I'm gonna be doing singing, con work, a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, I've been seeing you talk about that con you're going to. That I'm excited for that. That's gonna be pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I get to go to not Oshi Uplink. That was last month. Offkai. Uh, I haven't really talked about it, so you get this exclusive. I'm gonna be on a little robot that rolls around the whole convention.
I was about to ask if you're going to do a cosplay of your model, or if you were going to go there in person, or if you're going to do the little mech suit.
I get to do the little mech suit. I get to be a stupid little robot.
So, does somebody else get to drive you around, or do you have like a remote control in your station?
I have no clue,
I
but it's gonna be
really,
fun.
I really hope you get a little remote control.
God, I hope so too. That'd be so fun. If someone just has to walk me around, that's gonna feel weird.
Oh, so the idea of somebody like pushing around the robot is also very funny to me.
I do like it a lot.
Do you have anybody going in person who would be able to push your robot?
Oh, there's tons of VTuber friends going.
How many would
Yeah,
push
there's
your
tons of
robot
them.
though?
Probably none. None of them like me that much.
You gotta find some robot pushers out there.
That feels like a different kind of website.
Probably not for Offkai. Maybe another one.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a bunch of different, bunch of different websites and stuff.
Do you usually go to conventions like as a person?
No, actually. So my very first convention, like ever, was earlier this year. May. God, this year it's flying by. Um, it was May. I went to Oshi Uplink, which is a big Canadian VTuber convention. Super fun.
Are you Canadian?
I am.
I did not know that. I thought, I'll be honest, I thought you were from New York or
A
or
lot of people. It's
Boston.
the accent, right?
It is the accent, yes.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. But no, I am born and raised Canadian. I just grew up watching a lot of like American television. So I kind of just picked up an accent from there.
You developed an accent from watching American cartoons?
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time though. Like you might have heard of it when what's that like Peppa Pig and like Bluey came out. A bunch of kids started developing like British and Australian accents because they were watching those shows like nonstop.
I didn't know about this. I guess I don't have my finger on the pulse of the youth or whatever, but that's fascinating.
Oh yeah, no, it's very when you're a kid, you're super impressionable. So you start hearing people talk, even if it's on TV, you start to pick up what they're saying and how they say it. It's super fascinating.
Very cool.
But yeah, sorry to break the immersion, everyone. I'm not American.
Hey, that makes it even more special, you know?
Yeah, I'm fake.
I mean, we're all fake here.
Yeah, welcome to the internet.
Yeah. But hi, by the way, I'm Brisky. I've been watching your stuff for a little bit now. I've been enjoying your content. I've been
Oh, I was
pretty.
wondering who you were. This random stranger talking to me.
Yeah, I'm wanting to start this whole interview thing, and when you made a post, I'll be brutally honest. I just did not think anybody would reply. I didn't think you would reply at all. You replied within seconds, and that gave me a jump scare. I'm like, I have to actually do something. I can't like procrastinate anymore. I have to like start putting motion.
Yeah,
So I
because
appreciate you
I
for pushing me towards doing something.
listen, I see a bunch of small creators who do stuff like this and nobody ever responds. And I've been that small creator. This shit hurts. I wasn't gonna let you get hurt.
I really appreciate that because it's the streaming community is simultaneously one of the most welcoming and the most like
High
closed
school.
off. Yeah, it's internet high school. Thank you.
It sadly is.
Everyone has a little clique. Everybody talks to who they know. They don't really cross pollinate per se.
Mhm.
But like, I feel like VTubing en masse is pretty friendly. I feel like it's generally pretty good.
Generally, yeah.
Uh, I've had more positive experiences than not, but I'm also only 2 years in.
Mhm. There's yeah, certainly the bad eggs, the bad actors. They tend to get weeded out though.
Yeah, because people don't like what rude people. They're not endearing.
Well, it depends how good of a face they can put on to the public.
That's fair.
Listen, there's a lot of pieces of shit that get real big. End of sentence, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
no,
they get
no.
big.
It's one of those things where, like you said, they have a good face. They can really just explode and just nobody
Mm,
knows who's under the cartoon per se.
yeah. And then, as time goes on, like little bits come out, but then it's at a point where it's like they're so big that nobody wants to speak out against them because it's like, well, if I'm wrong, then I look like a piece of shit. Also, can I swear?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Cool. um, it's hard whenever like a big name does something horrible and nobody wants to speak out against it because it's like people like them. So me speaking out against them, even if they are completely 100% in the wrong, is still going to make you look bad. It sucks.
And there's always that kind of whole like mentality of like, oh, you're just attacking them because they're bigger, or if you're attacking somebody or if you're applying to somebody smaller than you, you're punching down. So like, you can't negatively interact with anybody without getting some eyes on you, which isn't really fair to anybody.
No, exactly. It genuinely does suck. Is this how you wanted to start it? Just us bitching?
I'll be honest, I didn't know how this would go because this is the like you said, this is the dry run. This is
Mhm.
the Prometheus. This is the Alpha and Omega. I'm having a good time
That's
already though.
very high praise.
Oh, I have to get a clarification here though, because as soon as I had a moment at work where I realized, oh no. Do you call your streams shows?
Okay, so I get this a lot. Yes, I call them shows. One, it's thematically appropriate.
Oh yeah.
And two, Twitter hates when you say stream.
Really?
Yes, Twitter absolutely hates when you say stream. So I've just been taken to calling my streams my shows just so I don't get screwed over by the algorithm.
Dude, that algorithm is absolutely brutal.
Oh, it's garbage.
I see people getting shadow banned like every other day. I see people who are, their stuff just get pushed out. It's a mess.
It's a mess and nobody knows how it works.
Everyone's just praying and throwing darts.
And sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't.
Because when you said does anybody want me on their show, I took that as, oh, like an offline like interaction thing, and then like 2 days ago I realized, oh, I think she calls her streams shows,
Hmm.
and I felt like I'm like, I just invited a stranger onto a podcast, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I goobed up, but I feel like it worked out.
You goobed up.
I goobed up. I
Put
acted
that on a shirt.
I I'm feeling some secondhand embarrassment from that, but I'm surviving. I'm doing my best.
Don't feel embarrassed. It's one thing I've learned. There's nothing to feel embarrassed about. You made a mistake. You accept it. You move on. There's really nothing to ever be embarrassed of.
Goodness, I appreciate some positivity because it feels like everything's so dour recently, and this is such a nice. Very positive. I appreciate that so much.
Of course, and I apologize in advance. I understand both my accent and way of speaking can come off as very aggressive. So when I say something positive like "don't be embarrassed," I do mean it genuinely. There's no reason to.
Oh yeah. Actually, I was gonna bring that up because I remember seeing you made a post about like people perceiving your accent as aggressive,
Mhm.
and I think it's a combination of like the accent does like feel like it feels like you have lots of bravado, but I also think it's because you seem to have like everything put together. You seem very well put together.
No,
No, just no.
no. I am on the brink of breaking 24/7.
Emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Yes,
Oh no.
I I appreciate that. But if I'm being 100% honest here, I that stupid like put 110% of whatever you do into something.
Yeah,
I do that. Don't do that. That's how you break.
that's how you get burnout, right?
Exactly. It I don't know. It's the kind of thing I understand I have an atypical voice when you think of like a girl VTuber. So I do get people who come into the stream, the show, who are like, "Man, that's a lot different than what I expected, but also it's very fitting." It's like, "Thank you, but also yes."
I think like having a unique voice is a major factor for VTubing because your draw is kind of two mediums. It's your model and your voice, and well, model, voice, and personality. It's the combination of the three.
Mm,
And I believe you do have all three that are that draws in some good people.
certainly try my best.
It looks like you're doing pretty well.
Looks can be deceiving.
But so how was your growth kind of gradual, or did you have like an explosion, like say during the pandemic or something like that?
If only I didn't even start during COVID.
Oh yeah, this is your fourth anniversary. You started in 20.
2022.
Yeah.
It's like tail-ish end of COVID. No, I didn't have that explosion. It's been a slow, gradual one because I and I fully say this to like any new VTubers that are listening to this or streamers in general. I jumped into this without knowing anything. I had never streamed before when I started. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to stream. I didn't know how to be a VTuber. I jumped into the deep end and just hoped it would work.
So why VTubing specifically? Did you see another VTuber that you really liked, or do you just like the idea of being a cartoon? Like what was the jump to say I want to be a VTuber, not just a streamer?
So, you know, I'm not much different off stream than I am on. And a lot of people are like, man, you've got a very like good energy. You should try streaming. I'm sure you do well at it. And I was like, oh yeah, but I don't want to show my face. I like, I don't want to have to put on makeup all the time. And at the same time, I don't want to not have a webcam because like I like that personal aspect of it. And at the time, like, oh yeah, VTubers are getting popular. And it's like, what the hell is a VTuber? So I looked it up. I think it was Yanners or something. I don't know. I don't watch them anymore. And I was like, oh, I could just be a cartoon on the internet. I'm gonna be a cartoon on the internet.
Did you start off with PNG tubing, or like did you just have like a 3D model like on deck?
Oh no, PNG. Same advice for anyone starting out with this stuff. Start with a PNG. See if you even like this before you dump thousands of dollars into it.
I've seen people make that mistake too many times where they drop like BOGO bucks on like, oh, I spent $800 on this model and I hate being live. It's like that's
Mhm.
rough, man.
Right? Start cheap. I genuine advice. You can find a lot of good artists on like VGen, Fiverr, whatever. Set yourself a cap, 200 bucks. Something you can live without. 200 bucks. That's for like PNG tuber, overlays, alerts, all that shit. If you can make it yourself, even better. But like set an amount. Don't go over that.
Did you stream like 4 times a week? How often did you stream initially, like when you first got into this? Were you like testing the water, like with like one stream a week, or what was your initial like growth feeling like?
So when I first started out, I did not have the energy. Because I can be a high energy person, but I did not have the physical energy to do it. I think I started like 3 streams a week only for 2 hours, which is crazy because now I'm doing 5 streams a week, 4 hours. So I went from doing 6 hours a week to 20.
You building up, like, for lack of a better term, like, your streamer stamina is really important because, like, I remember when I was very first starting, I would be like, I'd be exhausted after like 2 hours, like you were saying, but now I can go for a little bit longer, depending on, like, the
Hmm.
vibe and what's going on. But I feel like 2 hours is like a pretty average, like, starting amount.
No, exactly. Like, you spend, like, maybe 10, 20 minutes just chatting, just talking to your audience, telling them about your day, how it's all been, blah, 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 and then you get into whatever the meat of the stream is, which might just be more chatting. But, usually it's games or usually games, art, watching YouTube, whatever. But yeah, it takes a bit to get that, like you said, streamer stamina, because it's hard work to be an entertainer. I don't know. I see those people are like, oh, I could just make it easy being a Twitch streamer. It's a lot harder than it looks. I'm not saying it's a super hard job, but it's harder than it looks.
It's a different type of difficult than your typical like 9 to 5. It's a different beast.
Exactly. I know so many people like, oh, I work a very physically demanding job. I wish I could be a VTuber. It's just as hard to have to be mentally there the whole time too. Like, can you imagine 6 hours of just not being entertaining? You know
Boy,
how hard it is to be on for 6 plus hours a day?
it's so difficult to, like, sometimes when you boot up the stream, you're like, I want to stream today, but I don't feel like I'm, like you said, on right now.
Mm,
And so you can either try to push through that until you feel like your like second wind come, or you can just delay it, or depending on what you're feeling.
yeah. If because I know some people do this full time. If you can afford it, you might just full on cancel stream. And that's a day's pay gone.
See, that's why I fear for, like, I feel like everybody wants streaming to be their career, but
Mm,
I don't like the idea of having to, it's like, all right, I'm really sad today, but I have to get my funny up right now or I don't get lunch.
yeah,
I I
it
feel like that's
sucks.
stressful.
I, to be fair, as someone who's been looking more and more into making this a career, most of your money's not going to come from stream.
No, it's
Uh,
all offline, like, it's all merch, it's your clips and whatnot.
your Patreon, all that stuff.
Mhm, mhm.
If you're lucky enough, your agency will help out, your management company, whatever. Most of your stuff is not going to come from stream, but you still, if you get real big, you'll still get a good chunk of change.
Are you part of an agency or are you fully independent?
I am fully indie, which is it surprises some people because some people see all the work that I do and they're like, "Oh, you must have like a manager or someone helping you." No. No. I wish I did. No. I do this 100% myself.
See, this goes back to like the what I was saying with, like, you have just an air of professionalism where, like, your streams look so high effort. It looks like you have an entire squad of people behind the scenes, like, tweaking and doing things.
I've got a small team of artists who work on merch for me, but that's it. Otherwise, I do almost everything myself. I think that's something people don't pay attention to either. Like, if you want to be indie, and most of us are going to start indie.
Mhm.
Um, you got to do like your art, your socials, your marketing, your finances. Do your finances, people. Um, Editing, that's a big one. Learn how to edit. There's just so much that, like, if you want to be an indie VTuber, spend a year, learn it. Don't jump in the deep end. Learn what you're doing.
I feel like jumping in the deep end works for a very small percentage of people who just have that kind of I can pick up anything mindset, and I feel like on average, like you said, just give yourself plenty of time and, like, plan it out a little bit.
Exactly. Like, it's genuinely, I've heard this and I pseudo agree with it. If your mental health can handle it, just get a job, a simple one, something like a low level entry, whatever, that can pay your bills for a year and spend your spare time learning how to VTube, how to stream, you know, VTubing, streaming, whichever you want. Just make sure you're financially able before you jump in the deep end. Because if you spend your time learning, you can jump in the deep end. You can do the big stuff that you want to do right from the beginning if you know how.
I feel like when it comes to like online content creation, a lot of people fall into the trap of I've earned any money, so I can now quit my normal job, and I feel like that's a landmine that a lot of people step on.
Yes,
They try to convert hobby
constantly.
into job too fast, where they're like, "Oh, I'm a 10 viewer guy, and I make $50 every 2 months. I could quit my real job." It's like, no, you really shouldn't.
No, exactly. Like, I'm not ashamed of talking numbers. I've been doing this 4 years. I've only started taking it seriously, like, the last 2, 3 months, but, like, I make, if I'm lucky, $200 a month from this. I can't live on that. It's not even close. Even if I, like, had roommates and all that, I that's not even enough to pay my part of rent. Like, don't jump into this. Do your research. And I know people are gonna be like, "Well, I saw this person who just started and they got huge." I guarantee you they didn't just start.
A lot of people who kind of explode randomly typically have like backgrounds in content creation that you just don't know their channel.
Content creation, they were a YouTuber before, they were a different VTuber who just like shadow rebranded.
That's one of the craziest things is like people shedding their skin and turning into somebody else. That's one of the funniest things about VTubing that's so strange.
It happens because your audience gets attached to like a theme and people grow and change. And it's like, well, I don't want to be that anymore. But if I change, my audience might leave me. So what do? I kind of go out for, cigarettes and then just start a new life.
Oh, but speaking of themes and branding and whatnot, did you jump into I want to be a rubber hose VTuber immediately, or did you kind of work into that? What was Bittles 1.0?
Okay, so there's actual a story to that. So technically, Bittles 1.0 was me because I used to be a real life clown, and that was my clown name.
What?
Yeah, I used to be an actual like street performing birthday going to clown. And my clown name was Bittles. It was itty bitty, but I changed it to Bittles. And then, a bunch of stuff happened. I had to quit. Nothing bad. Not bad on my end anyway. 2016 and the killer clown pandemic
Oh
thing
my,
happened.
that yeah, that'll mess with the cloud. Oh my, that's sorry. That was just I
Uh
wasn't expecting that.
no one ever expects to find out I was really a clown. But yeah, then she got put on the back burner for God, nearly 8 years. 6 years, whatever. And then, VTubing picked up, and I was like, you know what? I want to be a VTuber. Why don't I bring back my old clown persona? My old thing. And at the time, of course, she wasn't rubber hose, because how the hell would I be a physically rubber hose person?
That'd be an
But when
entire career in its own.
it'd be hard. But when I started, because this was like 2022, people were not really branching out yet with VTuber designs. Everyone was anime. Every single person I ever saw was anime. And I was like, I don't actually like anime. How can I do this differently? And I was like, I like rubber hose cartoons. I like Western animation. Why don't I just do what I like and hope it works? And it did, despite people telling me it shouldn't work. uh, it did.
Do people think that you're friends with all the other black and white like VTubers?
No, but they want me to be.
See, I had a feeling that it was gonna be something like that because I just whenever somebody has a theme and there's another person with a similar theme, people are like, oh, they must know each other, they must be besties.
I love my audience, which is how you know this is gonna be a bad story. I love my audience, and I understand the intention behind what they do, but I need people to understand, please stop adding pumpkin potion asking her when we're gonna collab. That makes me look bad. She's a sweetheart. I don't think I've earned that yet. So please stop asking her.
You heard it
Which
here
I
first. Stop adding other VTubers for a VTuber. It's not
no,
needed.
for real, it's personally, I think it looks bad, but I don't know the etiquette. But I don't know.
I think it's a combination of good intentions and just genuine excitement for like your favorite VTuber, but it does kind of have like a vibe of, oh, I don't like how I feel seeing my name being spammed with somebody else's chat.
It's that, but also it's like Yeah, to me at least, and I overthink things way too much. It feels like, "Oh, this person is asking their chat to do this for them." It's like, "No, I'm not. They're doing that of their own volition. I had no part in that. Please don't assume that I told them to do this."
The rogue chatter's always causing trouble.
It sucks. Because again, I get their intention. They're trying to help out. But it's like, "No, that just makes me look bad. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but please stop."
People can't handle their excitement and they're trying to just to expend it or whatever, but yeah, calm down and just hang out in Bittles chat and just hang out with Bittles.
Right? Stuff might happen. Like, Pumpkin and I do know each other, but it's not like a working relationship. We know of each other. It's that kind of stuff.
You've
And it's
probably
like
seen
maybe
a
it'll
tweet
grow.
or
Who
something.
knows?
Yeah, yeah. The
Granted, it doesn't help that we get a bunch of fan art together.
I can only imagine because that's gotta be rough sometimes where it's like, oh no, they think we're really close when we're not like that.
It- it's not usually that bad. It's usually like us posing next to each other. But to a degree, it's also flattering. It's like, oh man, people have me on like the same level as Pumpkin. Hell yeah. Because I don't see it. But at the same time, imagine being Pumpkin. Ooh, same time, like imagine showing off all that fan art. It's like, who the hell is that? Who's that who's that other tune standing next to you? It's like, yeah, that's fair.
I can't even like fathom that where it's like your audience drawing fan art with somebody else. That's just so crazy to me. But hey, excitement is a hell of a drug, you know?
No, exactly. And I know there are a lot of VTubers are like, oh yeah, let's hype that up. Let's get this happening. It's like, I don't like doing that. If I want to interact with a person, I'm gonna interact with them. Just because my audience wants me to interact with someone doesn't mean that's gonna happen.
And I think they gotta respect that because, you're still a person under that, the whole cartoon clown getup, you know?
Exactly. That's a big one people forget about VTubing.
They kind of deperson you as like just, oh, you're just a thing on the internet. It's like, no, I'm a person under here.
Right? I it's a whole conversation, but it's why I really don't like because I'm a pseudo safe for work VTuber.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of my friends who are also safe for work, and then people will just draw NSFW of them, and it's like, that's still a person. It's their avatar, sure, but that's still a person you just drew that of. Who doesn't want that?
See, like, yeah, it's really strange to make like you said, NSFW fan art of somebody else's model who isn't into that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Because it is like you said, it's a lot of people's VTuber is really personal to them, and it's like a persona that they, wear. And so it's like phantom porn. I don't think I like it very much.
No, exactly. And, some people have made the separation, and that's great. I know personally, I can't do that separation. Biddles and the person behind Biddles are the same person. So I can't see that stuff.
And you gotta foster an audience that respects it, and I think have you done that for the most part, would you say?
Oh yeah, my audience super respects me. It's funny, one of my like best examples of this, like year or two maybe. Um Funny enough. Uh I had a person come into the chat and was like, "Hey, you're really cute. I'm gonna draw NSFW of you." And before I could even respond, my chat told them not to, and that then they were respectful about it. Told them not to do that, and please don't do that. And
That's
funny enough, the
wonderful.
person now is like a big person in my server who does a lot of safe for work fan art for me.
Oh, oh, it's the good ending to a story.
Mm,
And I feel like respect is a very simple thing that can really go a long way in like an audience and a community.
exactly. I mentioned it before. My whole shtick is being like a mob boss VTuber.
Yeah.
Part of that is because respect means everything to me. If you don't respect me, we're gonna have issues. So it's when I foster a community of respect that it means the world to me. Because if someone disrespects me in my own server, they don't hear it anymore.
You have a no like tolerance policy for like disrespectful individuals.
Exactly.
Good. Good.
Like, I admit, I'm not big. People would say otherwise. But, like, I still think I've earned respect. At least, within my own circles. So when
Wow.
someone disrespects me, I remember that.
Yeah. we're all just people on the internet. We don't have to be rude to each other. We don't have to be aggro. We can just communicate respectfully and just coexist pleasantly.
Mm.
Also, looping back to that really quick about the mob boss thing. How did clown mob boss how did that Venn diagram happen there?
So, the clown thing started because I used to be a clown. And the mob boss thing, funnily enough, it came because of my accent and because of how much respect means to me. Because people would genuinely joke, like, man, you treat this stream like you're a mob boss, effectively. Like, you don't take shit from your audience. Because, it's common for streamers to get made fun of by their audiences constantly. I don't accept that. I make sure my audience respects me. And yeah, sometimes I do something stupid and they can make fun of me. But for the most part, like, no, I I like to think that I am a respected person.
There's a difference between like chat teasing at like a mistake or a flub or whatever. There's like what like feels like mockery. Like
Oh, exactly.
there's levels to
Eh,
it.
well, especially if it's like they set me up for it. A lot of streamers do like those rage bait games or whatever. And it's like, I don't play those because I know I'm not going to have fun. And all it's going to devolve into is just chat making fun of me for like hours. And it's like, that's not fun. I just don't get it. I'm not, despite having been a clown, I don't like putting myself in a situation where people can make fun of me,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because clowns aren't there to be made fun of necessarily. They're there to entertain, and each clown has their own methodology to doing that.
Mm.
And I imagine you weren't like a pratfalling, getting pies in your face kind of clown. I imagine you were a comedian.
Yeah, I did funny things. I had talents. I entertained people with how good I was, not how bad I pretended to be. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Oh, another question for you. I believe I've asked this on your stream, but for this audience here now. Do you have gloves or do you have like little controllers for your hand tracking while you're doing like chatting stuff?
Sure. I get this a lot because the thing I use is actually not even in production anymore. You can only find it on like eBay and other like second hand
Oh.
stuff. I use a Leap Motion first generation hand tracker.
And do you have a headset you wear while you're just chatting, or do you just like use a camera, just general tracking?
Oh no, I'm all webcam.
Oh
Or
wow.
not anymore. I am iPhone. I upgraded.
Wait, the iPhone is an upgrade to the tracking?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's webcam works, iPhone works better.
I did not know that.
But it's specifically if your model has something called I never know how people actually say this. It's either AR kit or R kit
Mhm.
tracking, which allows for like better facial tracking. If you see like a big VTuber that has like really good face tracking, chances are it's R kit or AR kit, whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it just runs off of like an iPhone 12 or better.
very cool. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I got another one I think is a pretty good one, right? So how much thought did you put thought into like the lore of your character? Because I've had people talk about like, oh, I have hours and hours and hours of lore and world building. It's like, do you have that, or do you not really partake in that?
I didn't partake in it until about the last year because for the longest time I thought the idea of VTuber lore was stupid.
What
Like,
changed your
I'm a
mind?
mostly, like, the idea of building my own little world kinda sounded fun, but also, like, more and more viewers were coming in asking, like, "What's your lore?" and all that, and it's like, it started to feel bad being like, "I don't have any." 'Cause, like, examples I see so many, it's like, "I'm a sun god." You play video games on the internet. Like, it feels like lore sometimes just doesn't matter,
Some lore
and
is
I
kind of grandiose where it kind of has like a desync with like what you're doing.
exactly. And I don't know, that just always felt like a big disconnect to be like, I'm a sun god who was thrown out of the pantheon, and now you're playing video games on the internet.
And now I'm playing Mecha Chameleon with my friends.
Like, I don't see the jump there, but that's just me personally. I still don't really get invested in like VTuber lore. It doesn't do anything for me, but I've slowly started making my own just for like the fans who ask.
Yeah.
I guess that's my reason. I do it for the fans. A lot of what I do is for the fans.
Oh, and I saw this YouTube short of yours because ever since I started doing research into you, you've been popping up on my YouTube feed because of algorithms.
Mm-hmm, good.
Have you found a better word for goon?
Yeah. So For context for anyone, it was years ago. I think I was playing like Saints Row or something, and we just started making like goon jokes, actual like goon jokes, henchmen kind
Yeah.
of goon jokes. And we like, you know what? Screw it. Let's use that as like our audience name. You know, like how every VTuber names their audience something. And I was like, all right, these are my goons. And then the internet happened.
It was like 21 or 23, right? Where it just ruined the word entirely.
Hmm. I think it was 2021. It was starting to pick up. I think like 2022, I decided to call my audience my goons, and then by 2023, it was like full force, and it's like shit.
See that
I like this word too much. I don't want to have to change it.
it's such a good word, and like you said, hench person doesn't sound right.
Yeah, exactly. Minion is stupid.
Have you thought about
Hench
mooks?
person doesn't work. Mooks makes them sound stupid. My audience isn't stupid.
Yeah, grunt isn't better either. That also sounds like a lame role.
I've kind of just defaulted to henchman, especially on Twitter, because again, you can't use the word goon on Twitter. That gets you shadow banned, and it sucks.
The internet is such a rapidly evolving place that like good words get ruined forever.
It sucks. It it sucks too. I have not shied away from making it clear. I don't like the word. I love the word goon. I don't like the internet word goon.
Exact because before the modern term got like popular, when you said goon, everybody knew what you meant. You meant like an all right boss, and they'd go like pick up the money bags and take it to the big old car.
Exactly.
But now you think of like nothing good.
No, and for real, like it gotten to the point I had to ban the word gooner from my chat because full on everyone makes the same goddamn joke and they think they're goddamn hilarious. But because I have an automated thing on my had an automated thing on my chat, I was like, "Welcome to the gang. You're now a goon," and it was immediate every time. Like, I'm a gooner? No, no, you're not.
That's rough.
Maybe you are. I don't give a shit, but you're not. Not here. And I don't know. It's gotten me blocked by some people because I made fun of them for making that joke.
Okay, if you're gonna be a goober on the internet, and, talk about gooning, have thicker skin. Don't be that guy. Come on.
I think they were more upset because I called them an unfunny piece of shit.
Okay, yeah, that might do it.
I'm sorry, when I hear the same joke 1,000 times a day, it doesn't make it funnier to hear it the thousandth and first time.
Oh hell no. Would you say that is like the most frustrating and like common joke you heard for a while?
The Gooner thing? Yes.
Yeah.
It's gone away now, mostly because most people respect me.
Mhm.
And they know that like if I say the word goon, I mean the word goon. Um, but I've mostly just defaulted to like henchmen now. It's easier.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's easier.
It's easier and has less baggage.
I mean, give it like 5 years, we'll ruin that one too.
Yo, I'm henchmaning right now, dude. Oh good, you ruined
I'm
that too.
henching.
No, no. Wretched. Wretched, vile, horrid.
People laughed. It worked.
Yep, yep. Got another one for you. Have you
Sure.
thought about what your model would look like if it was not monochrome?
Okay, I get this a lot. Give me 1 second. I've actually got art of this.
Oh,
I'll
perfect.
send it to you in case you want to just like edit it in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Da-da-da. It's old art, so it's a bit outdated. Da-da-da-da-da. It's really old. It's really deep in my fan art folder there. Here you go.
I did not expect that. I don't know why. I imagined. I guess Ginger is a redhead. You know.
Yeah, it's also, I if I was in color, I'd keep my whole like explosive theme. And
Yeah,
it's like, reds, yellows, oranges, those are explosive colors.
yeah,
Yeah, of course I gotta keep my bowler cap. That's classic.
yeah. Iconic. Are
But
the
yeah,
are the teeth metal? By the way.
mine, no. I just am a smoker.
Mm, mm. Oh,
I get that a ton though, so don't worry.
what would you say is the most common media comparison to your model? I have a
Do you
theory
know?
that it's Peacock from
Y-
Skullgirls.
yes, 100% correct.
Yeah,
It is
it has to be
constantly.
Peacock.
It's Peacock, and thankfully, here's the thing. I like Peacock, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
For the longest time, people were like, "It's like Bendy and the Ink Machine." And it's like, no, it's not even close. Like, one. Bendy and Ink Machine is not good rubber, rubber hose representation. I'm gonna
Nope.
get canceled for that one, but I don't
I
give a
don't think
shit.
you will. I don't think you will.
You'd be surprised.
I remember you were
Um,
streaming it a while back, and you were talking about how it's not monochrome, it's sepia tone, and people were like surprised there was a word for it.
they were surprised. It was also I'm not gonna get into this. We don't have all day,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like the designs weren't very good rubber hose. They weren't following some of the rules of rubber hose animation. There was no reason for it to be rubber hose. It could have just been oil. Like it wasn't cartoony enough. I could go on,
Of course.
but at least with something like Peacock from Skullgirls, she's cartoony. She's rubber hose. She's a good reference to all classic cartoons like Looney Tunes, Disney, Fleischer, Tex Avery, all the classic, actually good stuff, not just generic rubber hose.
There's like
So
a
I,
level
I
of
accept it.
flanderization where it's just like, oh, rubber hose is just an aesthetic with no like personality behind it. I think that really takes away from like everything that it stood for.
No, exactly, exactly. Because so many people, you're right. You used the right word, flanderize it, of being like, it's just these bouncy characters. It's like, no, there's a lot of history to the animation. Do a bit of research.
You might learn something new.
You might learn something fun. Do you know how many people see my design and don't know what it's called?
I'm guessing that it's say, oh, you're a cartoon.
Cartoon, or it's like, oh, you're like Bendy. Because I genuinely, and it saddens me.
It's the most
So many
modern
people
black
think
and white
that Bendy
character.
made rubber hose.
Oh no, that can't be
Yeah.
real.
No, it's true.
Oh god, no.
I'll give Bendy credit in one way. At least it got like a resurgence in interest in rubber hose like animation before Cuphead came out. Cuphead, great example of rubber hose.
I was about to ask your opinion on Cuphead. I think Cuphead is phenomenal, like aesthetically, personality wise. I think it does everything pretty well.
I love it visually. I can't play it. It's too hard.
Oh no, I totally get you.
But visually, no, it's perfect. It does a great example of modern rubber hose. Because a big one, and I love them for doing it. They got the eyes right. Because a big one, because I see this constantly with people attempting to do rubber hose. And I know people will be like, well, there's no rules to this. No, but if you want to actually follow guides, there's kind of rules. The triangles in the eyes always point the direction the character is looking.
Yeah, it's a
And that
simple
is
way
such a thing that gets overlooked.
it's a little thing that just adds personality and clarity of animation.
Mhm,
Same with the gloves. The gloves are there for clarity to see what the character's hands are doing.
exactly. That started back in, I want to say like early Disney,
Like
early Looney Tune.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit or whatever.
Mhm. These characters have full black bodies, and if you put their black hand in front of their black chest, you're not gonna see anything without doing, like, a annoying white outline.
And that would just get
So
tedious as well.
exactly. So they just changed the designs to have a glove, so, like, if they put their hand in front of them, you can still see their hand. That's literally all it's for.
Out of like, so you said you watch a lot of like Western like old animation. What was your favorite? What's your go to like favorite animation like character or series? Excuse me.
That's a hard one because
So,
I know people can be like, "That's not an old cartoon." Um, but it did influence a lot of my, like, humor and stuff.
yeah.
The Beetlejuice cartoon.
Is that from the 80s or the 70s?
I think it was, like, early '90s.
Early 90s? The one with the girl,
Uh,
right?
yeah, with Lydia.
Well, I haven't thought about that show in a billion years.
No one ever does, but it's a genuinely entertaining show. It's all puns.
It was from an era where cartoons were just fun, which is controversial nowadays where people just don't have fun shows anymore, I guess.
It's also from that bad era of like, let's take a horror movie and make it kid friendly.
That's what I found so fascinating about the action movie era. Like, you got like Total Recall, you got like Terminator, Aliens, Predator. It's like, let's make action figures for the kiddies. It's like they can't watch the movie, but they can buy the toys. Like
Right?
that feels a little silly.
Yeah, it's kind of just like dangling stuff in front of them. It's like, don't you think this is cool? Do you want to see the movie? No.
Oh no, I want to see the movie. Dad, will you take me? No. Why not? Somebody gets their heart ripped out through their chest. It's like, oh, that's fair.
Yeah, back when parents actually gave a shit.
That's another conversation we could talk about for hours. So,
Hmm.
Coco Melon. Let's talk about Coco. No, we can't.
Sausage party.
God, not Sausage Party. I heard whispers they were making a sequel, and I'm praying they don't. I don't get it.
They made a TV show.
There's not no.
Yep, for like Foodtropolis or something.
Well, this has put a dark cloud over my entire day. That's terrible news.
I think it's got like 2 seasons.
Jeez, why?
'Cause people wanted more Sausage Party like a decade after it came out.
Gotta strike while the iron's cold, you know?
Oh, exactly. People love Seth Rogen and his one voice.
And his laugh. I do the Seth Rogen laugh to mock people.
Mhm. As you should. From what I've heard, he's not a horrible person, but I don't think he's a good actor.
No, because he always plays Seth Rogen. He's like Will Smith, where he always plays Will Smith.
Mhm.
Or The Rock, who always plays a grizzled ex-war veteran. Yeah, you're just The Rock. You're always The
Yeah.
Rock.
I feel like we need to get back to like the VTuber interview, but like I feel like The Rock is even worse. Because do you know like one of his stipulations for being an actor?
I do believe I know what you're going to talk is that he can never lose on film.
He cannot lose. And that is such a bitch move.
Like, come on. Like, how do you make a movie about a guy that can't lose?
Especially when he wants to play the villain. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
the villain loses, bud.
Oh, but I can't definitively lose.
Nah, nah, you losed. You losed. Sorry.
You at least
I'll be
lost
back in the
morally.
sequel. No, you won't. No. We're just gonna CGI you on a scorpion or something. I don't know.
Oh,
You're
not
not coming back.
Scorpion King, no. Don't bring that creature up. Alright. Getting back on vaguely on topic, you know.
Hmm.
Hey, what is your favorite part of your character's design? Like what is like a little thing that just you love personally?
So I had to work very closely with my modeler. Let me
Mhm.
see if I can find a picture of it for you. Yeah, this will work. Because unlike a lot of VTubers, I tried to really go as hard as I could into the rubber hose aesthetic. And that includes just having a bendy arm. So like my arm doesn't have an official elbow. It is just bendy.
It just bends where you need it to.
Hmm.
See, I think that could lead
And
to some really fun concepts and really fun like poses and stuff.
no, exactly. And blessed to my modeler, Joburg. They worked their ass off to make these arms work. And they did an amazing job.
I imagine the model's skeleton looks crazy.
I could not even begin to imagine. I have no clue how many parts are in the arms alone.
See, that'd be a deep cut for another time of like what does Bittle's skeleton look like? Ah, there's 500 joints in the arm so it can articulate wherever Bittles needs it to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd have to say the arms, just because I don't see any other 3D VTubers doing stuff like this.
It is very unique. It's very Bittles. Like it's there's no literally no other way to put it.
That's what I like about me. Like, it's funny. Whenever like a big VTuber collab happens or anything, you always see my stupid pasty white face right in the middle of it because I stand out.
Yeah, you don't get lost in the noise of like the 800 different shapes and colors and models because it's like you jump out.
Mm,
And I think that is a fantastic thing.
exactly. It does suck whenever those like color wheel trends happen because I can't be on them. But
I mean, you gotta have a kryptonite somewhere, I guess, for being so cool, you know?
yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I like being left out. I'm cool.
Only cool kids in this mafia.
Yeah, gang sign.
Gang sign, gang sign. Alright, I think I only got two more questions for you before I think we're gonna call it.
Okay, sure. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you. So we were talking about the lore earlier. What is the front for your mafia, if you have one?
Sure, actually. It's the vaudeville. It's my own little bar.
That's fun.
It's a dinner theater bar. A big stage, big bar area, bunch of seating. It's great.
And the final question, tell me about Rita, the little chicken.
Well, one, her name's Nita.
Nita? I have Rita written down. No. I took notes.
Hmm.
I tell me about Nita. God damn it.
So funny enough, I think you might be thinking of my assistant, Rita.
Oh my god.
Whereas Nita is my text-to-speech buddy. Are you okay?
Is there something in the water here? What's happening?
I don't know. I'll give you this in case you want to put something on screen for it.
Yes, yes.
Um,
That one. The one that reads your text to speech.
Mhm.
Is that Nita or Rita?
That is Nita.
Nita, okay.
Yes, my assistant, who is a real person, actually, is Rita. It's very unfortunate that, yes, they have very, very similar names.
Oh, I'm not crazy. Okay, okay.
No, you're fine. It's just very coincidental. I had Nita before I met Rita, and I'm sure to the listeners at home, this is getting confusing as well.
I will be
Um,
providing like I will have a visual of Nita the chicken, and does Rita have a representation they use? That way I can
uh,
point to who we're talking about at this moment.
sure, we actually just got some brand new art of her, so you can
Oh my
use
god,
this.
I'm losing my mind.
It's fun. She's a little pink weirdo.
Little pink weird. Okay, so Rita is your assistant. Nita is the chat reader.
Mhm.
Okay.
And just to clarify, just before I get into Nita, Rita is a real person. She is my assistant. She helps with all the stream stuff. Just before people are like, "Oh, Rita is another character in your lore." No,
No, no,
no,
no.
she is my assistant. Um,
Like your head mod kind of deal.
Effectively, yeah. She helps me with chat, events, bonds, all that. She is literally my assistant.
Very cool.
Um, yeah, Nita is my sweet little text to speech buddy. And funnily enough, I love people like, "Why is she a chicken?" Because 'Cause I'm a clown. She's a rubber chicken,
Oh my god, that's genius.
right?
I didn't even put that together. I'm like, oh, it's because animals were just talking back then. I don't know.
No, for real, like, nobody ever puts that together until I say it, and then they have that exact reaction of just, "Oh."
I think it's because people associate rubber chickens with the yellow color so much that it being monochrome just throws their brain into like, oh, it's not that at all.
Mhm. Yeah, no, she's a rubber chicken, she's my right hand, my top henchman, she helps me out all the time, she reads the chat. Sweetheart, very violent. People love her though. She simply because of the way my text to speech works, she's apparently Russian. She struggles with V's and says them as W's.
I have noticed that the text to speech just fits perfectly for the chicken. It's perfect.
uh a little behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
It's just Rocket Raccoon pitch shifted.
No, it can't. It's not.
It's just Rocket Raccoon pitch shifted.
I can never look at Dina the same way ever again.
It's fine. It's great.
The deepest lore has just been dropped in this conversation. I've learned so much about you today, Bittles. Thank you.
Of course. Do you want more lore on Nita?
Oh yeah, if you got more, please share.
It's so funny because I get a lot of times people like, "Your name is Bittles. Why doesn't Nita have like a sillier name?" Because I admit it's Nita, Nita. It's like that's not a silly name. It's a reference.
Oh,
So one of my absolute favorite books of all time is a story called Clown Girl. Which the main character is named Nita.
hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. That's very cool though. Is it like a personal favorite book?
Yeah, it sounds so stupid. It is a story about what it means to be serious about clowning, and I don't know, it was just very personal to me when I was growing up. It's a book I've had for like 20 plus years.
I mean, I imagine you have to have a different kind of mindset to be a clown entertainer. You gotta like you gotta respect the game because you are doing a job, and you gotta have you gotta have a good mindset. You gotta be ready.
It's
It
hard.
can't be easy. I could never even like I can't even imagine being in that like a clown situation. Like I don't think I'm funny enough.
It's hard,
Hmm.
especially like you're a lot of people have birthdays in the summer. You're wearing a lot of makeup, a lot of grease paint, a lot of costume. It's hot. And you're sitting there, you're trying to smile, you're trying to do jokes and athletics and acrobatics and all that shit. And you can barely think because your head is pounding from the heat, you're dehydrated, but you see everyone smiling. You see everyone laughing, forgetting about their troubles, even if only for like an hour while you work. That makes it all worth it.
Yeah. So you've always enjoyed just entertaining people in general. That's just been like a kind of a core factor with you.
Absolutely. It's like I said, I even if I know I can make your day better, even if just for an hour and help you forget about your troubles, I did my job.
That's very very sweet and very noble.
I know what it's like to have a rough life, and I don't want that in anyone. So if I can help you forget about it, even for a bit, that's all I want.
That is a fantastic statement. Like that's so kind. Because again, we just need more kindness in the streaming community because like we said at the like we said at the start of this, there's just a lot of assholes who just don't care or they're very rude. We need more nice people around because it makes the community more pleasant for everybody.
Exactly. They just it costs nothing to just be a nice person.
Yep, I was about to say being nice is free. All right, but do you have anything you want to plug? Any upcoming news? Anything fun? I know we talked about you
Uh,
going to that con as a robot.
yeah, I'm gonna be going to Offkai, in July, and I'm gonna be a little robot rolling around the floor for a bit.
You'll have to let me know if you get to pilot it or if you have to get wheeled around.
I'll let you know. Probably won't. This probably won't come out in time, but tomorrow is my 4-year anniversary.
So, yeah, that's gonna be on the. Is it 31st or is it the first?
The first. There's only 30 days in June.
Good. I'm done with June. I'm done with it. Hey, but where can we find you for this 4-year celebration?
Sure, you can find me on Twitch at bittlestoon. And if you want to see my other stuff, you can find me pretty much everywhere at bittlestoon. That's Toon, not Tune. I don't make music yet.
Yet.
I'm going to be doing song covers soon.
All right. Well, we'll have to look out for that.
Hmm.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for entertaining me, and thank you for giving me some insight to what's behind the Bittles.
Of course. Thank you for having me here. Hopefully we can work on our openings.
Okay, I'm gonna have you on again on another day, and it's gonna be a perfect interview with no flubs someday.
I'll hold you to that.
All right, deal.